What if I told you there's one simple, strange trick to hack your brain so that mindless scrolling just stops feeling good? Imagine reaching for your phone, and for the first time ever, the urge to scroll just isn't there. It's not a test of willpower. It isn't discipline. It won't even feel like hard work. Today, I'm sharing the technique that made me completely immune to that endless social media feed, and how you can make mindless scrolling impossible for good. Before we dive in, you're here because you want to grow. So tap subscribe, hit the bell, and join the Growth Mindset Project. This channel is packed with practical brain hacks and strategies for leveling up your life, and I don't want you to miss what's coming next. Here's the truth. Everyone says they want to avoid scrolling, but almost nobody succeeds. Why? Because we usually go at it all wrong. We try to resist temptation, white-knuckle our way out with pure willpower. But fighting the way your brain is wired never works for long. When I was at my worst, I would spend nearly a whole day every single week just mindlessly swiping. 24 hours stolen straight from my life, gone. Then I discovered a way to change the value. My brain placed on scrolling. I made it so that doom scrolling wasn't just unhealthy, it was actually boring. That's when everything changed. Here's how you can do the same, step by step. First, you've got to disrupt your brain's default settings. Set aside all those internal lectures, the guilt, the productivity hacks. Instead, make one internal decision that will reset how your mind relates to scrolling. Decide that scrolling is boring. Yes, boring. Hear me out. Think about the early levels of your favorite video game. Maybe you're slaying easy enemies, grabbing simple loot. It feels rewarding the first time you play it. But if you went back after leveling up, it's suddenly tedious and unrewarding. Your brain has moved on. Apply this to your feed. Scrolling only feels valuable because you think there's something to gain. But once you decide that the value is gone, that the feed is full of nothing but recycled junk, you'll feel your attitude shift. Try this. Spend a week away from endless scrolling. When you come back, you'll see it's just like returning to that beginner's area in the game. Nothing new, nothing challenging, nothing worth your time. Here's a way to prove it to yourself. Remember, money only has value because we all agree it does. It's just numbers, just paper. The currency of scrolling, your attention, only matters because you've agreed unconsciously that it's worth trading your time for. When you step away, you break that spell. But here's the big key. Mindset alone won't save you from every scroll trigger. You've got to follow it up with action. Once you've told your brain that scrolling is boring, now comes the fun part. You need to deliberately build your world, your real life, so rich and interesting that scrolling becomes obviously lame by comparison. Take all those reclaimed hours and invest them in new experiences. Like a game made of endless, diverse lands, your life should be filled with new hobbies and adventures. Don't just replace scrolling with sitting around doing nothing. Throw yourself into one active hobby, maybe running, hiking, or anything that gets your body moving. Balance that with something creative like painting, writing, or making music. And yes, even a chill, passive activity like reading or thoughtful gaming rounds it out. If you already have hobbies you love, double down on those. Try mixing up your schedule. The goal is to diversify your experiences, the same way an open-world game keeps you excited with endless options. But there's still another step. You need to inject meaning into these activities. Don't aimlessly drift from one hobby to another. Give yourself something to achieve. Have you noticed how games hook you with missions, side quests, and hidden secrets? That's what makes exploring their world so rewarding. Bring that curiosity into your real life. Don't set strict, rigid goals that feel like chores. Instead, let your curiosity lead you. If you run, pick a new path just to see what's over there. If you draw, experiment with a new style just for fun. Every session, have a loose challenge or experiment in mind. That way, your hobbies become playgrounds for your imagination, not boxes to check. A quick break here. If you're getting value from this, Smash that like button and drop a comment with your favorite way to avoid scrolling or what new hobby you want to try. Your support helps this channel reach more awesome people who want to level up. Back to it. Now you've decided scrolling is boring, built your own world of adventures, and filled your days with curiosity-driven goals. But to make the change truly bulletproof, you need an even deeper drive, a purpose that outshines any fleeting dopamine from your phone. If you want to truly make mindless scrolling impossible, find a purpose that excites you. It doesn't have to be world-changing, but it does have to matter to you. Maybe it's launching a project, training for a sport, learning a skill, building a business, whatever you feel called to spend your time on. When your days are motivated by a powerful personal purpose, distractions just don't stick the same way. Social feeds get quieter in your mind because you have somewhere else, somewhere genuinely rewarding, to put your energy. I know firsthand. For me, it's making YouTube videos and connecting with people like you who want to create a better life. For you, it might be mastering guitar, writing your first novel, or smashing through your career goals. The specifics matter less than the drive behind it. Here's your 6-minute reminder to support the channel by liking, subscribing, and hitting that bell if you haven't already. Your engagement is the fuel that keeps this community growing, and I love hearing how these ideas are helping you win the battle against mindless scrolling. Now, even with all the right intentions, it's easy to fall back into your old habits, unless you pull out this last trick that makes mindless scrolling nearly impossible. Are you ready for a weirdly effective tip? Turn off your YouTube search history. Seriously, I know it sounds almost too easy, but when YouTube can't track what you're searching for, it loses the ability to feed you that endless parade of just what you like videos. Your homepage becomes a barren wasteland of irrelevant content. The urge to scroll evaporates because there's simply nothing to see. Yes, you'll lose your recommendations, but you'll gain your time and your focus back. If you do want to watch something meaningful or educational, simply use search or go through your subscriptions manually. Suddenly, the loop of endless, personalized content is broken, and the grip of mindless scrolling loosens for good. Every strategy from this video works even better when you combine them. The mental reframe, the real-world adventures, the curiosity-driven goals, the deeper purpose, and the intentional disruption of your feed's algorithm. I went from someone losing literal years to scrolling, to being the kind of person who forgets that social media feeds even exist. But remember, all this only works if you take action. Right now is the best time to make scrolling so boring your brain stops craving it. Try it. Just one of these strategies could give you back dozens or even hundreds of hours in your life. If you're passionate about personal growth, you belong here. Make sure you've subscribed and check out my free community linked below. We're all about sharing tools, encouragement, and celebrating real progress. Want more hacks to rewrite your habits and unlock your best self? Click on another video right here, subscribe if you haven't, and don't forget to hit the bell so you never miss the next brain hack from the Growth Mindset Project.